final episode of Orange is the New Black ever. I've just watched the last episode and oh my god. I'm not even ready for the end. I can't believe Doggett's gone. I loved Doggett. But Tasty was gonna kill herself and I don't know if she is now. Seriously, I get so immersed in these shows. Oh, Susie was gonna make her breakfast for dinner. She just got the egg out of her pocket. This series is heartbreaking. Oh, Susan. That guard with those chickens. Loose check actually did something noble and confessed about smuggling phones. Please let that mean what's her name can not have 5 extra years on her time. You'd think I'd know the characters' names by now. This episode, this is why I'm filming my reactions. This episode is just, this whole series has been blowing my mind.
Very out of context.
And just so emotional. I literally don't care about Piper and her storyline at the moment. Like, I'd be quite happy if she wasn't in the final episode because there's so much more stuff going on in the prison right now. I'm just like, okay, stop wasting time on the final episode with Piper being out of prison and her issues with Alex. Just get on with it. Just get on with the stuff that's going on in the prison right now. I love Susan. I just said that at the same time. Okay, it was never going to work anyway, but I am kind of sad that they're splitting up Piper and Alex. Red and Lorna are both in Florida. But she knows Lorna. Red, you know Lorna.
Oh, Lord. I never meant to hurt you. Honest. I was looking...
She doesn't remember.
I know it was an accident. We all get clumsy.
She doesn't remember her.
Galina Resmakov. And you are? Berlin. Frida Berlin. Nice to meet you, Frida Berlin.
She doesn't know her.
Here.
Oh, Flores gets a happy ending at least. Oh, just a little memoir for her.
Does everyone have a sweatshirt? Yes? Good? Good. Okay, everybody put your hoods up.
Oh, they're all putting their hoods up because that's what Doggett did.
Put your hoods up. Oh, they call
me
it
a
that good old Mountain Dew.
What is going on?
That good old Mountain Dew.
Oh, that was nice. Oh.
Knock 'em down, baby.
Oh, I'm so glad Gloria's getting out. Some people have a happy ending in this show. Judy's in the last episode. I thought they're just bringing back all these old characters. She remembers.
I remember. Come on, you be my client. No thanks. I'm gonna wait it out till you lose your mind again.
Is this a flashback? Or is it what's happening to her now? I'm confused. That's what's happening to her now, isn't it? They were trying to go back to America. Okay, I have a very, very bad feeling about Piper driving. Hellman is warden. But he's the one who was attacking the chickens. I love that those inmates were trying to help those people in that detention place. They brought Maria's child in to see her.
And you better be reading to her.
I will.
Oh.
Okay, London.
Boom! Oh!
Jones, what if Judy can't look like me?
There are characters we didn't see, we haven't seen since the beginning of the last series.
Come visit with us. You gotta be the refugee camp for me.
Oh my gosh! Alex does know people. The mute girl.
I know how hard it can be in the beginning.
Oh.
Damn it, Ange! You confident shit!
It's funny.
All these characters we haven't seen since they all got transferred to Max.
Feels like Taylor.
I didn't realise how many characters we'd missed until we've seen them all in this other prison.
That's your job. Knees tight.
And they're not in a maximum security.
Congratulations.
Flores is out!
I'm a free woman.
Oh, Flores is out. She's with her boyfriend again. Oh.
So, you want to learn how to handle your finances.
Oh, Tasha's doing something good.
This
She chose not to kill herself and do good. Oh, that's so great. Piper's bettering herself. That's good.
And a clean slate.
And she's still visiting Alex. Oh my gosh. That's it. I think there's like some bloopers coming up now, but I'm not going to watch that. Oh my gosh, that's the end. Okay, well, the beginning of that episode, it looked like everyone's lives was going to get screwed over. Not everyone's lives did, which is brilliant. I mean, the whole Red situation is really sad, and her family splitting up, and Nikki's up pretty much on her own. All of her family have either gone to Florida or have been released. It's kind of weird how they left that, but I suppose they couldn't do anything like huge, like have a massive cliffhanger like the end of series usually do, because it's the last ever episode and you want like good things, good endings in series, otherwise people are going to be angry and upset. So not everyone had a happy ending. Like that woman in the detention centre who had lost custody of her kids and got deported. She was trying so desperately to get back to America. It doesn't look great for her. I know that this is a fictional show, I know, but I've always had like personal feelings with Orange is the New Black, because even though it is a fictional setting, it is something that could be happening in like real prisons and real detention centres, people who actually get deported. It's really heartbreaking. And that scene where we were seeing all of those kids being interviewed, or they were in court, like children who didn't understand what was going on, and they were deciding whether or not they should be deported, that was fucked up. Ultimately, I think it's a absolutely fantastic show. I really want to just watch more shows that are based on things like prisons or hospitals or anything like that, that really open your eyes up to things that you don't see on the inside. I mean, you can easily see inside a hospital, but like prisons, you can't really see inside a prison unless you're an inmate. And okay, so things might be completely different in other prisons than they are in Orange is the New Black. I know things are over dramatized because it's a TV show, it needs to be entertaining and all this stuff, but any one of those situations, any one of those characters could be a character in real life going through all this stuff. It's heartbreaking to think that people can just go through that, and just because you're in prison doesn't mean you're a bad person. And everyone deserves a second chance. Everyone deserves redemption and to be forgiven. This world is completely screwed up to think that you can have children in court and they have to like, or even any of those other women who had to represent themselves because they couldn't afford a lawyer. I don't want to get into it. I don't, but it's sad and it's heartbreaking, and yeah, a lot of characters died, but a lot of characters got out, and that was really good to see that. And so yeah, that's my reaction of the last episode of Orange is the New Black, and yeah, overall I love it. Absolutely love that show. It's one of the best Netflix original shows that I've ever seen. We're in the main arena on a Thursday. I don't think I've ever done this before. I think we're gonna have to go on some rides. Okay, so we only ended up going on one ride, but they were so expensive. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna try the silent disco later, which would be awesome. It's Thursday evening. The sun has gone down.
And the noise has gone up.
We're very tired because we got up at like 6 o'clock this morning. Okay, what's going on? Raving. Well, you can save that for the silent disco. Back in the arena for Friday, the official day one of music.
This one's been taken away. Just say the word. Take on the world. Just say the word. Face the world. Already 2019, this is what I'm about.
Of my seat, acknowledge that the older generations have failed. All political movements in their present form have failed. But Homo sapiens have not yet failed. Yes, we are failing, but there is still time to turn everything around. We can still fix this. We still have everything in our own hands.
And just like that, it's Saturday evening. Saturday was just non-existent. I've just been feeling a bit tired today after yesterday's activities. We're just chilling by the tent now, having a few alcoholic beverages because that's what you do at a festival apparently. I think 21 Pilots is playing at the minute. Not really fussed about them, and well, it's not really been fussed about anyone today really. No. Tomorrow there's Foo Fighters, I might vlog a bit of that, but in the meantime, yeah, you guys don't care about Reading Festival anyway, so it's fine that I'm not filming much of it. But I thought I'd just better check in since it's the next day. Yes, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Loving it in the silent arena.
Let me tell you something. That's not how it ends. No. It ends like this. Eating for you to say. Do you know rock and roll is dead? leaving this fucking joint until Rick Astley came up and said, never gonna give you up for you tonight at the Reading Festival.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm back from Reading Festival. Didn't really film many talky bits while I was there because I just didn't feel like it half the time. You know, by day 3 and day 4, I felt so gross, so there was going to be none of that happening. Overall, a really good weekend. I went with Scott, my brother, his girlfriend, one of his mates, and his mate's girlfriend, so there were 6 of us. We all got on really well. It was really fun. A lot of the music was great. There was only really 4 bands that were playing that I really liked. That's why you only see like footage from like 4 bands. You know, like You Meet 6, The Wombats, 1975, and Foo Fighters on the Sunday. There was absolutely nothing going on the Saturday. But we did watch a few other bands that were really good. I really like that they upped their game on like telling people to recycle and reuse their things, you know, reuse water bottles, take your tent home and all that stuff. There were so many other places where you can actually refill your water bottle, which was really good. So yeah, the festival did all it could to highlight, you know, recycling, think about the environment and all this stuff. And because Reading Festival is on farmland, it's farmland the rest of the year, there was also like reminders to ask people to take their tent pegs home because like animals graze on those fields the rest of the year, and leaving pegs just harms the animals, which is fair enough. My only issues I have with the whole festival are the other people going. So I've been going for the last 10 years. My brother's been going for even longer than that, on and off, and it's always just been like a highlight of the year. It represents the end of summer. Well, it does for me anyway, something to look forward to at the end of the summer holidays. But it just seems to be full of like younger and younger people, and a lot of the music, a lot of the lineup kind of represents that as well, because like it's becoming a lot more mainstream stuff. You know, like Post Malone headlining, and Post Malone isn't a band, isn't rock music. I've got nothing wrong with Post Malone, by the way. If you're a fan of Post Malone, fine. He's a good act in his own right, but the fact that you have people like him headlining a festival. I know like the day after we had Foo Fighters, which was like so rock and roll, but like, and I love the 1975, but that's not rock music, although 1975 have more belonging at a rock festival than Post Malone does. That's what I'm trying to get at. Anyway, so yeah, there was a lot more like R&B rappers, that kind of stuff, and even people like Billie Eilish and Charlie CXC, I think I got the names right, hopefully, who again are just their mainstream stuff, and I know that's what more people want these days. They want that kind of stuff, but it just means that Reading Festival is turning into like a mainstream festival, and it's having less and less like rock music as being a part of it, which is a bit of a shame. And you know, a lot of the older people aren't going anymore. You get a lot of younger people, and the younger people are the ones that tend to do a lot more of the drinking, taking of drugs. They are rowdier, you know, playing music up till really late, and sometimes even putting really loud music on first thing in the morning, and I mean like 6 o'clock in the morning. That happened to me one day. Oh, I've got a headache. I should really take some painkillers. But yeah, that's not fun. But the Sunday evening, so after Foo Fighters, we were all getting ready to go into bed. Some of the other kids there were just like throwing things around, throwing things over hedges. That happened on a few of the other days as well, just like throwing things. There were like football hooligans, you know, shouting about, you know, and you know it's going to cause friction, but also lighting up flares, starting fires, you know. This is what was new this year. Bearing in mind I didn't camp at Reading Festival the last 2 years, I just went for the day. But there just seems to be so much more of that like destructive behaviour going on, and like Sunday night trying to get to sleep, I was actually feeling anxious and unsafe, and I haven't felt that way at Reading Festival before, even when I went on my own, because I've been encamped on my own there before, and I felt safer then than I did on Sunday evening. It's just not a great environment for the people who don't want to be a part of that. Nothing that the security guards there could have done. They did all that they could do, you know. They've got to think about other people around, that you've got to think about their safety, they've got to think about their own safety as well when trying to intervene. But yeah, apart from that, the festival was great, the weekend was great, we had beautiful sunshine, it didn't rain once the whole time, and I think that's the first time ever that that's happened. Kept looking after myself, wearing sunglasses, actually wore one of my Harry Potter hats the whole weekend, my Potions Master hat, I wore it the whole weekend. Plenty of sun lotion on, didn't get sunburnt, at least I thought. Got a sunburn on my lip. I didn't know that could happen, but yeah, it's just suddenly come up in like this huge like blister, and it's quite sore. I've covered it in like lip balm that has like aloe vera, which is supposed to be good for it. Anyway, I'm still really tired. It's Tuesday today. I came home yesterday morning after having little sleep all weekend, and I still haven't properly recovered. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. I've got to edit my unboxing for the Geek Gear box, hopefully try and get that up today. I actually have some paracetamol because I've got a headache. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. We're currently at an open air cinema in the middle of a park in our hometown, all wearing headphones. We're gonna watch Bohemian Rhapsody, and it's like a silent disco but with a film. It's really cool, and people are singing Don't Stop Me Now because it's playing in the headphones right now. And yeah, that's our evening.
The super bad. You don't stop me.
It's finished. Everyone's all lit up with their headphones and singing along with the credits. It's so cool. Look.